Yes.
Yes. Last night I was reading Genesis 6, verses 4.
No, I can't. Oh, okay. She said Genesis 6, verse 4. Verse 4.
They said there were giants in the earth in those days. But the part that I am a little like, I don't understand is when it says, when the Son of God came in unto the daughters of men. What is that?
With the, and you don't understand that part?
No.
Very good. I got you. I got you. All right, so the question is, she was reading Genesis chapter 6 and verse 4. So she wanted understanding of two things. The giants in the land, and then what does it mean for the sons? The sons of God saw the daughters of men that they were fair, and they took them wives to. No, where is it at? Where it says went unto them?
Came in unto the daughters of
What verse is that?
Verse 4.
Verse 4. There it is. Yeah, that right there. So we're gonna deal with verse 4. So that's actually 2 and 1. I got you. So let's just start at verse 1.
Okay.
All right. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that question clear to you? Okay. All right. Go ahead, bro.
And it came to pass, when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them.
Let's stop right there. Because right here, he's telling us and giving us an indication that men multiplied on the face of the earth. Meaning it couldn't have been a lot of men around at this time. So we have to go back and start at chapter 5 real quick. Go to chapter 5, brother. And start it at verse 1 for me.
This is the book of the generations of Adam.
Mm-hmm.
In the day that God created man, in the likeness of God made he him.
Mm-hmm.
Male and female created he.
I'm sorry. No. Back up to chapter 4, 25. 24, Genesis 4 and 25. I'm sorry, y'all. Go ahead.
And Adam knew his wife again, and she bare a son,
Mm-hmm.
and called his name Seth.
Yes, sir.
For God, said she, hath appointed me another seed instead of Abel,
Mhm.
whom Cain slew.
We already know that story. Go ahead.
And to Seth,
Uh-huh.
to him also there was born a son,
Okay, so we see Seth had a son here. What else?
and he called his name Enos.
And then what happened after that? After
Then
Seth had a son, man, what happened?
began men to call upon the name of the Lord.
This is what you call sons of God. People that's calling on the name of the Lord now. People that's following the Lord. Because you had Cain and Abel. Cain is following the devil, plain and simple. Abel was following the Lord. But Cain killed Abel. So Abel been replaced by Seth. And then Seth had a son, and then it's telling you right here, then began men to call upon the name of the Lord. And we know anybody that called upon the name of the Lord got to do what? Depart from evil. Ain't that what the book? There's many pages I can find that. You need it? Are you sure? Oh, okay. All right. Go ahead. Keep reading.
This is the book of generations of
Yeah,
Adam.
chapter 5 and 1. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's all good. In the day that God created man,
Uh-huh.
in the likeness of God
Mhm.
made he him.
Go ahead, brother.
Male and female created he them,
Mm-hmm.
and blessed them, and called their name Adam.
Mm-hmm. Go
in
ahead.
the day when they were created.
Yes, sir.
And Adam lived 130 years, and begat a son in his own likeness,
Mm-hmm.
after his image, and called his name Seth. And the days of Adam after he had begotten Seth were 800 years.
Now, you got to have a lot of children within 800 years. I mean, come on now. Go ahead, though. Read.
And he begot sons and daughters.
There it is. Keep reading.
And all the days that Adam lived were 930 years, and he died.
Mm-hmm.
And Seth lived 105 years and begat Enos.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we're not going to read all this, but when you read this chapter, this is showing you the sons of God. This is who these are the people that's departing from evil and serving the Lord. This is what this is. He's not, Cain and his people is not in chapter 5. You're not going to find that. But I can show you that in the New Testament too. So now, let's go back to chapter 6 and let's start at verse 1.
And it came to pass,
Yep.
when men began to multiply.
Because again, once you read chapter 5, you'll see the numbers and the age. They had children, then he died. And then such and such age, boom, 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 had children, then he died. So forth, right? Go ahead.
On the face of the earth.
Yes, sir.
And daughters were born unto them.
Mm-hmm.
That the sons of God saw the daughters of men.
Okay. So now he said that the sons of God, the people we see here naming these people, where the ones that was calling upon the name of the Lord from the line of Seth, right? See, so that's what we talking about right here. He said the sons of God saw the daughters of men. Who's the men? Cain's family.
Right.
That's what they did. They're not serving God. You understand? So that's what he's saying here. He said, saw the daughters of men that they were fair. They were beautiful. You know, you can have some beautiful, wicked people out there. I mean, it is what it is.
It's true.
You know, so, but that's what they saw. And then when they saw that, tell us what happened, man.
And they took them wives of all which they chose.
You see that? So now they're taking wives of Cain's family. That's all they're doing. Because Seth's family, the family of Seth is serving God. Keep reading.
And the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man.
Wow, you understand? What does that mean? My spirit shall not always strive with man. He about to tell you right here. He's going to take the breath from them. Why? Keep reading.
For that he also is flesh.
So he's going to take that spirit, and what's going to happen?
Yet his days shall be 120 years.
And that's what he means by spirit shall not strive with him. Keep reading.
There were giants in the earth in those days.
All right. So there were giants in the earth in these days. Now, I know there's people out there, you know, making people believe there was a cyclops and all kinds of stuff. No. So only thing, now I'm going to let the book tell. I can tell you this, but I'm going to let the book tell you, okay? So read that again, bro.
There were giants in the earth in those days.
Uh-huh. Go ahead.
And also after that,
Because in the same verse, it's going to tell us who these giants are. Watch. Go ahead.
when the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men.
The sons of God from chapter 5, and I'm going to show you them in the New Testament. They came into the daughters of men, came into the daughters of Cain's family. Right? Go ahead.
And they bare children to them.
Right. Go ahead.
The same became mighty men.
Oh, see, the same, they became mighty men. This was making them giants, right? Go ahead.
Which were of old
And
men,
what is these giants called?
men of renown.
That's all it is. You know, you got giants in the earth. You can look at like Oprah Winfrey. She's a giant, but you can look at Shaq. Everybody knows Shaq. That's the giant in the earth, right? And he got a lot of money and stuff. He's well known. He got renown. And you know, even if you don't know Shaq, you know Shaq. That's how much renown he has, right? Let me show you something. Hold your spot here. Go to Numbers. Let's look at this. Number 16, brother. Number 16. Let's look at this a little bit. That's why we got pages in this book, right? To figure out what's going on. Numbers 16 and pick it up at 1, brother. Number 16. We hold y'all spots in Genesis, y'all. 16 and 1, man. What I do with my marker, man? I guess I'm gonna have to use this. Go ahead, brother.
Now Korah.
Everybody know Korah? Yeah. Yeah, y'all know Korah. I know y'all do. Go ahead, man.
The son of Ishar. The son of Kohath. The son of Levi. And David and Abiram. The sons of Eliab. And On, the son of Peleth. Sons of Reuben took men.
And what happened, bro?
And they rose up before Moses.
So we know Korah's rising up against Moses, right? That you go back and read it at your own leisure. And they rose up, before Moses. Go ahead.
With certain of the children of Israel.
Pay attention. He's picking certain people of the children of Israel that's in his congregation. Watch. Go ahead.
250 princes of the assembly.
That's a loud number right there. And what are they?
Famous in the congregation.
What is that?
Men of renown.
Giants. You can look at Brother Elijah as a giant. He's well known in our congregation, right? Brother Bowie, well known, giants, right? But go to Numbers 26 and 9 real fast. 26. And 9. Go ahead, man.
And the sons of Eliab, Nemuel, and David and Abiram. This is that David and Abiram, which were famous in the congregation, who strove against
Moses. Which was what? What was they in the congregation?
Famous.
They was famous in the congregation. Men of renown. Giants, that's all. Go ahead.
Who strove against Moses.
Now, you had, when you're going to come to places where it says giants is there, but they just talk about 7'9", 7'5" people, whatever the case may be. You know, giant, big people. That's the type of giants, because we still have those here in earth as well. right? You ever stand next to a basketball player? I didn't know how big they was till I actually stood next to the Sixers. Eric Snow was big. I'm like, oh, okay. That was when I was working at Cherry Hill High School. Anyway, read that again, bro.
He's
9.
and the sons of Eliab, Nemuel, and Dathan and Abiram.
Yeah.
This is that Dathan and Abiram which were famous in the congregation.
Okay, that's good. Go back to Genesis, because that's all this is talking about. This is all it's talking about in this verse right here in verse 4. Read verse 4. Genesis 6 and 4. Read it.
6 and 4.
Read.
There were giants in the earth in those days.
That's all. People well known. That's all this is right here. They ain't talking about no other giants here. Go ahead.
And also after that, when the sons of God came unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, the same became mighty men, which were of old men of renown.
They became mighty men, old men of renown. That's all. So that's all that is right there.